Welcome to Shuba Español TV, your trusted source for news and analysis in Spanish. Today we have an urgent update that could change the financial landscape for millions of Americans. President Donald Trump just made a historic decision that could put thousands of dollars directly into the pockets of families who need it most. But before we dive into the game-changing details about the new $2,000 stimulus checks and the additional $200 monthly boost for Social Security recipients, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This way, you'll never miss critical updates that could impact your financial future. What exactly did President Trump just sign? And how will it affect millions of Americans who have been struggling to make ends meet? Today on Shuba Español TV, we break down everything you need to know about these two massive financial relief measures that could provide much-needed support to families across the country. Let me paint a picture of what's happening right now in Washington. In an unprecedented move, President Trump has just signed two executive orders that have sent shockwaves through Congress. The first order authorizes a new round of $2,000 stimulus checks for eligible Americans, while the second introduces a $200 monthly supplement for Social Security and SSDI recipients. This comes at a crucial time when inflation continues to squeeze household budgets, and many Americans are still recovering from the economic fallout of the past few years. You may be wondering, how is this different from previous stimulus packages? Well, this time, the administration has taken a more direct approach. Rather than waiting for lengthy negotiations in Congress, President Trump has used executive authority to expedite the delivery of these vital funds. But what does this mean for you and your family? Let's break it down. $$2,000 stimulus checks. Who qualifies and how will it work? First, let's talk about the $2,000 stimulus checks. Unlike previous payments, these new checks have been designed with broader eligibility criteria. Single filers making up to $75,000 a year and joint filers making up to $150,000 will receive the full amount. Payments phase out gradually for higher income levels, ensuring that aid reaches those who need it most. But here's what makes this round different: families with dependents will receive additional support, with no limit on the number of eligible dependents. The administration hopes this added flexibility will help families manage rising costs, such as food, housing, and other essential expenses that seem to increase with each passing month. Additionally, the distribution process will be more streamlined. The IRS will use the same payment distribution system as in previous stimulus rounds. This means that if you have received previous payments via direct deposit, you are already in the system. However, there are some important differences in the timing and verification process that you should be aware of. The Treasury Department expects to begin processing payments within 2 weeks of the executive order. But here's the catch: you'll need to verify your eligibility through an updated portal on the IRS website. This extra step is designed to prevent fraud and ensure faster delivery to eligible recipients, which is vital given the large number of people who rely on these payments for daily essentials like food, rent, and healthcare costs. The $200 monthly supplement for Social Security beneficiaries. But that's not all. The second executive order, which has received less media attention but could have an even bigger impact for millions of Americans, introduces a $200 monthly supplement for all Social Security and SSDI recipients. This is great news for our senior citizens and disabled Americans, who have been disproportionately affected by rising costs. Why $200? And how long will this supplement last? The $200 monthly increase was calculated based on recent inflation data and the rising cost of living faced by Social Security recipients. This supplement is scheduled to continue for the next 12 months, with the possibility of extension based on economic conditions. That means eligible beneficiaries could receive an additional $2,400 over the next year on top of their regular benefits, a development that has sparked hope among those on fixed incomes who are trying to stretch every dollar. How will this relief package be funded? You may be wondering, how will this be funded? The administration has outlined a comprehensive funding strategy that involves reallocating unused funds from previous relief packages and implementing certain cost-saving measures across federal departments. It's also possible that any future surplus allocations could be redirected here, ensuring the relief efforts' momentum isn't lost. What's really interesting is how this could affect the broader economy. Economic experts are already weighing the potential impact of these measures. Many believe that this injection of funds could stimulate local economies while providing crucial support to vulnerable populations. Some economists estimate that every dollar given in stimulus money generates roughly $1.60 in economic activity, a multiplier effect that could help sustain the recovery we've been seeing. This could mean that both Main Street businesses and everyday consumers will notice a ripple effect of increased purchasing power, which could boost jobs, retail sales, and community services. How to make sure you get paid. Here's what you really need to know about receiving these payments. For the $2,000 stimulus checks, the IRS will open its verification portal within the next week, and early registration is recommended to ensure you're among the first to receive your payment. For Social Security beneficiaries wondering about the $200 supplement, the first enhanced payments are scheduled to begin with next month's regular benefits. However, the Social Security Administration is implementing a staggered rollout based on beneficiaries' birth dates to manage the mass distribution effectively. This could mean some recipients will see the additional funds sooner than others, but the administration is committed to completing the rollout as efficiently as possible. Frequently asked questions. Now let's address some common questions that many of you may have. 1. What if I haven't filed taxes recently? You may still qualify. The administration has included provisions for non-filers, similar to previous stimulus programs. They can use the non-filer tool on the IRS website to submit their information and receive their payments. 2. What about mixed status families? There is good news this time. The new program includes expanded eligibility for households in which some members have Social Security numbers while others do not. This represents a significant change from previous stimulus packages and could benefit millions more families who were left out in the past. 3. What are the important dates I should remember? The IRS will open its verification portal within the next week, and early registration is encouraged. For Social Security recipients, the first enhanced payments will begin next month, with a staggered rollout based on birth dates. As we finalize this important update, please remember that these measures are designed to provide crucial support during difficult times. The combination of the $2,000 stimulus checks and the $200 monthly Social Security supplement represents one of the largest direct relief packages in recent history. But to ensure you receive your payments as quickly as possible, staying informed and taking quick action when necessary will be key. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends and family who could benefit from this information. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on any developments regarding these payments and other important financial news that could affect you and your loved ones. Do you have questions about these new measures? Leave them in the comments below, and we'll do our best to provide answers in future videos. Remember, we're all in on this, and staying informed is the best way to ensure you receive the benefits you're entitled to. Thank you for watching this video on Shuba Español TV. See you next time with more updates on these developing stories, including changes in Congress, new executive actions, and potential expansions of aid that could shape the financial landscape for millions of Americans in the coming months. Until next time.